Actually, let's not do that because you can get
Yeah,
fucking.
that's why I stopped.
To be fair, I came in like half a step,
Yeah,
um, kind of
yeah,
sharp. So,
you're sharp and late, so I think we're good.
uh, that's crazy. Anyways, welcome to the show, guys. So we're gonna be checking
Hello,
out.
welcome to the show, sponsored by Barney and Friends. Barney is a dinosaur inside. Wait, Barney is a
of
dinosaur in our imagination,
our
and
imaginations.
this time he's not fucking around. 2021, Barney returns. Bloodbath
You heard it here, folks.
by illumination.
You heard it here first, folks. Is what I meant to say.
Yes, so Xbox did a thing.
Yeah, so they did a live show, showcase, essentially just saying, "Hey, we have some video games. Want you to see, and we're gonna watch and react to those."
Now, see, they've done this kind of thing before, but usually it's at a place. This time it wasn't, but that just means that we have the best seat in the house.
Yeah, everyone gets front row, and we don't
And
have
you
to
can
have
do
any.
all the drugs you want.
We don't have to have any of those panning shots where you're just kind of like looking over the crowd, like, "Oh, I guess there's people
Well,
in the room."
that's a blessing and a curse, of course. I mean, the classic, we didn't get to see what Aisha did. Is that
Yeah.
her name?
Oh, Aisha. Yeah, Aisha Tyler.
Yeah.
Anyways,
But
let's get into it.
she is not the subject. Today is Microsoft's time to shine
Good
and
old,
tease us
good old
with
Mr. Softs.
the next gen super graphics um, that is promised, as usual, that they do. They like to promise the graphics,
Big promising.
but will the games be there? So,
Do you want to count down for the play?
yeah, okay. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Base.
Bass.
Cristo.
The bass is here. Okay.
It's the box.
Weird though, they don't have an X on there.
The Psychonaut.
I was gonna say,
Psychonaut again.
that's a video game.
That's
that
Haloman.
exists.
Haloman.
Oof, the compression on this video.
I mean, do you want to switch to Vimeo?
No.
That's a joke. Mmm. That looks like a gaming PC. It looks like the top.
Just the thing they molded right there?
Yeah. Like just like the top piece of the
Look
PC.
how elaborate this is. Like, I could 3D print this in a few
Whoa, you
hours.
see the microscopic thing? That was pretty neato.
Yeah. Like electron microscope.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Imagine.
that weave.
Even though
Okay.
this technology will save humanity in the war
You
to
know
come,
how in Half-Life 2, when the magnifying glass actually magnified things, your mind blew up?
I must
Oh,
remind
yes.
myself,
Imagine an actual fucking electron microscope
liquid crystal
that
cannot rise
is
on its own.
that's functional somehow. I mean, I bet you could
Titanium
rig it
alloy
somehow.
cannot prevail
You
in
could,
the face of
yeah, you
extinction.
could do some
In a
kind of like
limited way.
it recognizes the object it's looking at, so it can like
Armor
you make a new map for
cannot
that,
help.
right? Because obviously you can't actually have like something rendered that like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
sure.
all means nothing
Ooh, that skin.
until you step inside.
Dude, the photogrammetry on people's skin in games now. See all the pores. I remember when you just seen a couple of pores was like the big deal. Now it's like
Oh shit, it's Halo! Whoa! I look at them dodos. They're cute little
Am I
dodos.
dead already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right?
You see, it said press
Jeez.
start. That means it's on the
Yep,
console.
this is death.
Means what?
It was the Xbox button, so that means it's on the console.
No! No! No, 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 no!
Uh-oh.
This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief.
Man, I know it's their job, but that dude was cool as cucumbers.
No! No! You!
He just...
What?
Stand it! Who you are.
Breathe.
No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. We're... Are you even listening?
I
Yo,
count
man,
3
it's-
anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh!
Oh god, is this gonna be a fucking
Safe?
road trip buddy movie with a normal person and Master fucking Chief? I would love that. I would love that,
You're
bro.
out there on your own, and you'd still be
Well-
out there if it wasn't for me.
He's
Based on-
fucking tall, dude.
I was going
Based
to...
on
mean,
the
of
previous
course,
trailer,
but
you're
you
Master
don't
Chief.
stop
So he
me.
saved Master Chief, and
Keep saying that.
he says he
We're
needs to get back home to his
outgunned,
family. So
outnumbered.
maybe it's gonna be a
I know I saw clones.
redemption story sort
I
of
want to
thing.
dig through them and find one with the working slip
I
space
want
drive.
that so
When we're done
bad.
with this war, we get away
That's
from here.
good.
Far away.
Wait here.
It's so he just fucking tapped him on the shoulder.
Please.
It was cool. He's in a fucking.
Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Together.
Oh, that voice,
Oh, John.
Okay, big guy.
So romantic.
bro! I am straight up in heat.
Man, for anyone watching this stream, I'm sure this game looks way better than you're getting the experience of, because this live
Yeah, there's
stream
no
is
way-
compressed as hell.
There also seems to be a bit of a stutter.
It's also at 1080p. And obviously the goal here, I believe they said Halo's running at 4K, maybe even under.
This is 1080p.
Yeah.
Independent YouTubers are releasing shit in 8K. Do
Yeah.
better.
Well, I mean, this was live streamed, right? So this is just the residual leftover video of it.
Well, yeah, but they should have. Well, I guess maybe we could have found a better source. Like maybe there is like a actual rip quality. You know what I mean?
If you could find one real quick, we can switch to it. Wow, this is
I don't
cool.
wanna-
I like this map thing. You don't want to switch?
Well, I don't want to go living.
Oh. Oh, snap. I'm sorry.
I found that 1080-60.
That's what I'm watching on.
Oh, me too.
I'm pretty genuinely sure there's nothing better than 1080. It's live stream. You're not gonna get 4K live stream.
Chicorinos.
Oof.
Official Xbox channel, 4K,
Oh,
60
man.
FPS.
Why? What's this pistol? Look at the pistol. That's
yeah,
not the
I-
Halo pistol.
I found the move.
You got the move?
Yeah.
Link me in
It's a-
Discord.
It looks like it's the same length. So the
That's what you
time
want.
would be. Or actually, it's a little bit longer. But yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
we just gotta find
So let's
where
go
we
back.
are.
Let's go back to 710.
Okay. Sorry, guys. After a little sleuthing around on the internet, we
Slight
found.
disruption, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna be there.
It's well worth it. Oh, look at this. Oh yeah, this is much gooder.
Countdown.
Ooh, shit. Can we go back further actually? Because I was
Okay.
looking for like
Okay.
I didn't even see that whole fight. Can we go back to 632?
Okay.
Okay. That's not the button that I wanted to press. That's not the button that I wanted to press. Okay, ready.
Count it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, this looks so much better. Holy cow. Oh,
Yeah.
look at the leather on the gloves.
You could thank your old Uncle Matt for a little investigation. Look at the poppin'. That was some bad poppin'.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, those mountains. Holy crap. I mean, I guess you still gotta be realistic with it, right? The games are still games.
Yeah.
Sony is the only one that has that, like, hardware to handle decompression like that. So,
That's the thing, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
shit, man.
even if with a
The
fast
open world
SSD.
shit. Man.
I'm not a fan of that pistol. I'm not gonna lie. It's like Halo 2's pistol, where it went from that really badass Magnum to a little baby one.
Little baby man. Little
Little
baby man.
pistols. Ooh,
Man,
vent. Did
like-
you see that? It doesn't reload, it just vents.
Yeah.
That's nice. Maybe that's been there.
Well, I mean, that's always been a thing. What the hell are you talking about?
But was it always called vent? I thought it just said reload.
Nah, it was venting. It's the temperature. Alright. Like, I'm not...
Ooh,
I
damn.
was being facetious with the whole graphics thing at the beginning. Like, obviously graphics aren't everything. And I'm not expecting this to pop a jack-o'-lantern out of my ass.
You can just hold and grab and throw fusion coils out.
But is it just me, or is this like, maybe it's just a setting, or just they're not utilizing it yet, they're holding back or something. It's just not impressive.
I
Like,
mean,
it's fine.
yeah, I mean, Halo's really just about particle effects, and I mean, the rock textures look really good. The lighting looks good. I'm not sure that this is ray traced though.
Oh, absolutely
maybe
not.
No, maybe look at that one
Not.
reflection. I mean, they can do like,
See, that's the thing. If it is being ray traced, there's not a lot of utilization.
yeah, that
Well, I
light,
can- I
that
can see
lighting
the-
there does not look ray traced. This,
I can see the fidelity, but
Mhm.
but just graphically, everything looks pretty plain. It looks pretty combat evolved, which makes sense, I suppose, because we're on Halo.
yeah,
The UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are
I guess realistically too, like that's the conversation that's been
Hunt.
happening a lot. Is
defeated.
you're not really gonna see just graphics look that much better. That's not a realistic expectation to have.
It's the utilization.
Yeah, that's why the whole like Ratchet
We
and
are one step ahead.
teleporting thing is so interesting.
The ring is already under our control.
That
Soon,
pre-rendered video looks really
the
good.
auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight
I'm so
together
sad
to
for you
honor the will of
that you can't fully
Atrion.
appreciate how nice Chief's green is.
I'm not green colorblind.
Weary.
That's the one you're not colorblind?
Yeah,
Okay, so that's the one you can fully appreciate.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a sexy green.
Hear you.
yeah. I mean,
It has,
Chief
like,
Green,
a
Chief Green's
yellow-
always been iconic.
Yeah, it's yellow.
That was a good transition.
This
Oh shit!
is my last fight. A true test of legends. Our story will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Dude, a World of Warcraft crossover?
With Halo.
He looks exactly like a fucking World of Warcraft orc.
Yeah, brutes are pretty orcish.
That was pretty cool though.
That's good. Yeah, so that was like 10 minutes. That was 10 minutes of Halo. That's what they promised.
We hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud
Whoa.
of the team at 343.
Character
Congrats.
model.
Thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next
Gamer
chapter of
brain.
Master
We
Chief's
have
journey.
fucking brain rot, dude.
This is the most ambitious
like,
campaign
what is
we've
that
ever created
subreddit?
at
Our
343.
outside.
For the first time, players will have the
Yeah.
freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last two Halo games combined.
Ooh,
Halo
last two
Infinite has
combined.
been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X.
I like
Bigger
that
battles,
semi-open.
epic vistas, more complex visual
I think
effects,
semi-open's the smart
displayed
way to
with
start
10
making
times the
games.
processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60
I
frames
think too many
per second
games are
and
just
will allow us to
trying to
bring
be
the
a
Halo ring
completely
to
open
life in ways that
experience.
have never been possible before.
And I think
We
open
look
in
forward to
chunks
sharing
is
even
the
more
better
about
way to-
Halo
you know,
Infinite
the
in the
Crisis
coming
2
months,
model.
including
Only
the first
some,
look and
yeah,
multiplayer.
only some pull
And
it
now,
off well.
please enjoy a glimpse
well enough.
of what others
Otherwise,
in the Xbox
that's what I
Game
don't like
Studios
about Far
family
Cry,
have been working
honestly. It's too open. I don't feel.
World premiere.
I liked it in
Especially
2.
I gotta kill all the animals.
I don't like the more modern ones, but I liked it in 2. But 2 for a lot of reasons. I think.
Well, yeah, 2 is special, man. 2 is fucking
Ooh,
special.
What is this?
Speaking of Far Cry? Oh wait, no, it's like in a city.
Well, it's in a fucking. Is it in a city? I thought it was just kind of in a. I know, like that one part takes place in a city. Oh my god. Yeah, you know, Halo didn't look that great because honestly, this looks way more impressive. Like the facial animations, holy shit.
Whoa! I am in love.
With that scream.
She just screamed at him. She said, "Get the fuck away, bro." Whew.
I don't think I know what this is. This must be new. Honestly, it'd be dope if this was like some kind of Tomb Raider reboot again. Raspberry slushy.
Lone Star. What's eating that thing? What the?
Oh, shit! The food chain's reversed.
Oh man!
Oh my god! I was
God
not
damn
expecting
it.
that one.
Yeah, neither was I. That was way
That's
too cool for that game.
Great. I don't know that if it's going in that direction, right?
Welcome
won't
everyone
be.
to the
Unless
Xbox
they
Game
fund-
Showcase.
Unless they Hello
Today,
Phil fit
we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox Game Studios.
But unless they
including
fundamentally change the
unveils of
game.
5 new first-party games.
Yeah,
What
that's
you
what
will
I'm
see
saying. Like
today
maybe they're going in
is
that
how
direction.
Xbox Game Studios
gritty.
are harnessing
Because
their
they've always
passions
posed it as
to bring their dreams
more
to
goofy.
life. We believe
Yeah.
that how you find and play your games
Depends on how
is
they follow
as
through.
important as the device you play them on.
I just remember the sting
Xbox
of
Game Pass is the best way
Dead
to discover
Island.
and play.
Yeah.
And we want you to be able
Which
to
is-
experience
yeah.
as many
But that
great
was
games
also
as
like the
possible.
first thing, and this has a
So Game
dedicated
Pass
like
members,
the fans
you
understand what
can
this game
play
is, so I don't
every
think they could
game
just
you
lie
see
to them
today.
about that.
from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on
So this is
Xbox
kind of what I was
Series
talking
X,
about before. He's talking about the Game
delivering
Pass thing.
unmatched fidelity,
Something
performance,
Sony's going to have a hard time
precision,
contending
and
with
immersion.
is day
And
one.
we've
If you have Game
designed
Pass,
the
you're
most
going to be able to play
consistently
Halo
powerful
without
next
buying it.
generation console.
The
And
moment
we
you get your
built
Xbox, you can
state-of-the-art
go and
Comes with
install
the
it.
game. Yeah.
technology to
Remember
allow
when
every
consoles came
to
with?
realize
Remember you get your fucking
Launch
Nintendo
date.
One
60
studio.
Yeah.
You get your
has
Nintendo
always
64
pushed
and you
the
get
limits of our
fucking
hardware
Super Mario
is turn
64.
10.
Mm-hmm.
And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport. And Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism,
Cars!
ray tracing,
Rooms!
and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames per
Whoa,
second.
whoa, that was in game!
The trailer you're about to
That
see
wasn't
was
real!
captured
Oh
completely
shit!
in engine.
It's time to room. It's time to go. Let's go. Let's Forza.
World
Let's
premiere.
Forza this dick in your pussy.
They still do this world premiere thing. Ay, ay, ay.
World premiere. Well, it's kind of nostalgic, honestly, at this point. Dog.
There's gonna be a lot of
Ass,
shiny
nice
floors
ass.
in this game. I'm telling you what.
And very matte floors, very non-shiny floors, such as roads.
Did you know that's harder to render?
Yeah, because it's diffusing light.
Yeah.
Instead of just, yeah.
Perfect reflections are actually really easy to render for, especially for ray tracing.
Dog.
Ooh, yeah. Look at them reflections.
Bro. Oh shit.
Ooh, what was that muffler?
That's the supercar shit.
Yeah. I didn't recognize it. I don't know if that was a Lamborghini or not. I feel like that's too
That
bold
was
for
not a
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. I think I saw a Dodge. So I think it was a Viper, like super.
Ooh, 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 ooh. I know what this is.
I am very tentative.
I know what this is.
Our world
That sucked. I want more
has a
Forza.
rhythm.
Fuck you.
You're not gonna get any more.
Sunset. But only a few truly
Whoa.
feel it.
Yeah, that looks pretty wild. This game's interesting.
It is found in the smallest moments. In every step of a perilous journey.
What do you mean Forza's just racing?
In the symmetry of ritual.
Whoa. Oh, whoa.
Bonds we share.
Ooh, look at that bird. Oh, he looks so cute. I want a big fluffy land
And in
seal.
moments of stillness.
Walrus. Ooh. Pretty. I like the colors, man.
It teaches us to
flathead.
look beyond the expected.
Salamander thing, too.
Ewy.
Give him birth.
To be a light in dark places.
Shit, they have orange deer.
To seek answers.
I'm not down with that.
Why?
Freaking nature.
Oh.
Orange deer.
And to stand
Get out of
watch
here, freak.
over our world.
You thought Red Noses was bad.
Our world has a rhythm.
No!
But
Fuck your
only a
incense.
few
Okay,
feel
cool.
it.
Good incense. Keep doing that.
They're bringing it back. Yeah,
Yeah.
BB was dying no longer.
Nito Burrito. Some fucking druid. It's like being a druid in the world of
Everwild
Avatar.
will give to you a magical
Less
and
bending,
untamed
yeah, of
natural
course, but yeah.
world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature and connects every living thing. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Nito.
God dang it.
Whoa, I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You see what I'm seeing?
No.
Allison?
You know.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
No.
You know what it is.
But they don't believe us.
Oh my god! I knew it! It looks so good too! Comparatively.
Couldn't be sure.
Oh!
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother,
Gotta hoy.
sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
Sorry about that.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only
Ah,
thing that
shit.
matters
What's up?
is you,
The
my
face
brother.
sucks. That motion sucks. No eyebrow movement. Come on, they can't keep getting away with not moving the eyebrows.
Is to keep looking back.
Shit, at least the textures look good this time around.
We've been
Yeah, it looks
giving
really
visions
good.
Whenever we see or hear something really emotional.
Fidelity wise, yeah, at least it's got that going.
Ooh, look at the denim. Yeah, this is... Don't nod.
Everything we thought we knew about Marianne just got thrown out the window. She
Marianne
loved
Ronan.
you.
She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter of our lives.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
Dog.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
I can't do this. Stop!
Nice. Wow. God, just they gotta work on the faces, man. That's the most important fucking thing. Hey, man, what's going on?
Yeah, but
Co-founder and
it's
director
going
of technology
forward.
at Moon
It's going
Studios.
forward.
Today we're very excited
better
to tell
fucking
you
hope
that we're
so.
working on a very, very special version
Cute,
of Ori and
cute,
the Will of the Wisps,
cute,
specifically for
cute,
Xbox Series
cute.
X. We're now at a time where we can reach
Cute.
levels of
Have you ever
fidelity
played
and
this game?
frame rates
Or
previously
the first one at least?
absolutely impossible on
Oh,
any
dude,
console.
it's so
An
good.
already gorgeous game like Ori
I've
can
yet to
now
play Will
run
of the
at
Wisp, but
120
Blind Forest
hertz
is
refresh
so
rate
fucking
in
good.
full 4K HDR in its
Aw,
highest quality,
for this
delivering
kind of game,
unprecedented game feel
this
with
is good.
silky
The high
smooth
frames,
animation,
yeah.
super crisp,
I mean, I play
sharp
on
image,
PC, so you know, I
and
ain't got
low
no problem,
input
but-
latency, which is just so
Oh, you're one of those
important for the
Chads.
tight
You're one of
and
those
precise
you fuck,
platform
huh?
feel
You
of this game.
appropriate.
Yep.
We
I
can
have,
also boost the immersion
Yeah,
of
baby.
different
too,
spaces
yeah.
in our world by using premium audio
Nice.
tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
Hey.
Cute. No, fuck me! Whoa!
Farthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
Thought you were dead.
An abandoned research facility, and now shady corporate
Fallout
intrigue.
for y'all.
Marvel of
It's
the
topical,
Gorgon
huh?
asteroid. A sordid stopover, full of salacious secrets and scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive
bet this
patron.
game looks
You
good,
are
4K.
looking downright
Sharpen up.
uncomfortable today.
With the right kind of case,
They wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
can put you on the wrong side of a gun.
This game has really good fucking textures for the most part,
Or
like,
this thing.
so that's what
Thrill.
is good for new
Danger.
graphics. Ah, look at the beautiful lights.
Intrigue.
Yeah,
A
it
word
looks
of
good.
advice before you
Crash
go,
Titan
Captain?
on Twitch says
Trust
Halo Infinite's
no
going to be a
one.
disappointment. Yeah, you know, it might be. 343, I want to believe, but man, they've burned us too many
What will
times
you
now.
find on
Yeah.
Gorgon?
Other than bringing the Master Chief Collection. Oh,
See,
that is
that-
awesome.
Cannot bring you
Is
any
this
drinks in its current state.
DLC, you think, or expansion, or standalone expansion?
DLC.
For sure.
For sure, yeah. Well, yeah, agreed with Halo. Oh, Jesus, why is this so loud?
If you're waiting
I have pretty low, and it's still
for
pretty
the
loud.
biggest
Whoa! Whoa!
of
Is
the
this Hand
Whoa.
Bully? The game?
wait,
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the game!
What the fuck?
but if you're ready for the smallest,
Did you hear that?
Yes!
we've got you covered.
Wait for Cyberpunk.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids survival!
From Obsidian
Oh, man.
Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this one.
I appreciate that. What the fuck?
This summer, strive together to thrive together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders.
Oh,
And
Creed.
jeez, that was not kosher. Survive the yard. Wow, this is...
Are insects kosher?
So, from what I understand, kosher is less to do with actually the meat and more to do about the way you kill it. So you have to kill it in the most humane way possible. That's why, like, or like that was the original intention. That's why you have to like cut it through the throat.
That is so cool. That is going to be like a lot of
At
kids'
Obsidian, we're
first
dedicated to
favorite
pushing
game.
narrative and role-playing games.
I can
It's
imagine
something
that.
we
You know
do
what I mean?
every
Like,
day when we come to the office, and
Oh,
we can't
that's so
wait
cool,
for you to
man.
play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs
Wow,
for the Outer
that looks
Worlds
better
we're
than
putting
the
together
actual
with our
game,
friends
huh?
From the Private Division.
Wow.
Now, it's also important that we continue to
Some of
evolve
those
how we
things
tell stories in games,
look much better
and
than the
Grounded is
actual
the
game, I
perfect
think.
example of that. The team has been working for the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering,
Battletoad?
we
Yeah.
have been working on that next big Obsidian RPG.
I just
Check this out.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
World premiere.
Jesus, how big is their team?
Excuse me? Well, they have been dormant for like 5 years, I suppose, but like.
I thought that was all into...
We have always known.
So did I.
Okay, let's watch this.
Ooh.
My
Oh,
standing on
God!
It forged our
You
empire.
shoot into the clouds to fucking put out the
Whoa.
fire.
Heroes into
These mountains look like
queens
China.
These arrows are like
and
fucking
decimated
MI6 missiles or whatever the fuck. Nope, that's not what it's called.
Oh, undead?
Now our oaths are lost, forsaken.
First person. First person.
Oh,
Magic!
fuck.
Our
It's
sins have
VR. Or maybe not. I don't know. What is going
been
on?
an oath worth the weight of a crown.
Whoa!
Obsidian is just gonna like take Bethesda, grab them by the balls, and slap them back and forth. Holy shit.
Oh my god, they sure are fucking setting up. They're like getting right behind them.
First-person RPG
More info?
set in the fantasy world of Eora.
Matt Booty.
When Obsidian Entertainment
Give it to me, Booty!
Xbox
Give it to me!
Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best. And
Yes,
it's been
Booty.
built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with
Booty's gonna
independent
bring it to you.
developers,
Tell you what.
always with the goal
When he goes
of
to the gym, do you think
empowering them to
he
bring
becomes
their
sweaty booty?
ideas to life.
Sweaty
I'm
booty.
excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry.
Those guys
Let's
young.
meet Caroline
Whoa.
Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Original game. To debut their fucking copy game.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about interactive
Wait,
storytelling.
does that mean that
Because when you play
Obsidian's
a story,
publishing now?
you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their
No, I
conflicts
think
firsthand.
Microsoft is
And in the
publishing. I
process,
don't know.
you learn more about yourself.
Oh, you think
And this is
Microsoft
quite
is
powerful.
publishing it them?
Our
Yeah.
first game.
But that's an
spans
Obsidian
30
game.
years in the American Southwest.
But it said Windows
It's a
10
story about
and
family,
Xbox.
resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope
Real
you
what
enjoyed
people?
the trailer.
Florence people?
Flawed. Yeah.
World premiere.
So for people from Florence, we're probably flawed. Because everybody's flawed. I'm not being regionalist.
Fortune, smiling face.
Just being fair. Yo, with that ray tracing of that tree.
We were on
Oh,
our way to
no,
start
this is a
new
completely
life
different
that
thing. Okay, I'm confused.
summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
Neato burrito.
Interactive drama.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long.
It's like a
forgotten
real-time interactive Need for
Buried in
Speed.
the dark.
Need for Speed
animation. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking of the I Am Legend.
All my life, I've been scared of the
animations.
shadows.
Yeah, those are sort of like just like animated
But now,
comics.
I'm finally ready to step into the light.
Okay. This is low-key dope. Like, I dig the way it looks.
Oh.
It's cool, I like the way it looks, but also, what's the hardest
Here at Ninja
thing
Theory,
to
we're hard at
animate
work
and
on
make
all of our
look
projects,
well, look
including
good?
Senua's Saga Hellblade
The
2,
character.
which we announced at the Game Awards back
So
in
they
December.
just said, fuck it.
Yeah.
An incredible
Respect.
3.5 million players have now
Ew.
experienced Senua's story in Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice. We're
What?
excited to start giving you an insight into what comes
Ooh,
next.
we're gonna get to
for
see
our
more of this
Celtic
next
Warrior.
of this game.
An experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine
Wait, there was a
5
game?
for Xbox Series
There was
X
something to play
and
for this?
PC.
The first
I thought
one.
it was
This
just-
is a
I
sequel.
thought-
Happy to reveal today
Oh, right,
Senua's
right.
Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland.
I see. No.
And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja
cool.
Theory YouTube channel.
Oh, I love that. Fucking eat up all that behind the scenes shit.
Oh yeah. For sure, man. You get the insight,
It's
you
been
understand
so
it,
touching
you can
to see
appreciate
the
it more.
impact Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players, and we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
Does that mean I gotta go to work? Does that mean I gotta like? Double fine.
Yep.
It's everybody's favorite psychopath. What's even his name again? I'm sure we're about to find out. Back Jack is not the psychopath I was thinking of. That's the psychopath I was thinking of. Schaefer.
Love the song.
Did Double Fine make
It's gonna be fun to
Brutal
see.
Legend?
Now it's time to rock.
Yeah.
So they're already friends. So maybe this is a little more natural.
Well, I mean, it didn't necessarily surprise me.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind Poppins.
Click.
Where are we?
Imagine all the kids being like, "What the hell is this?" What is this?"
Whole generations like these graphics are bad.
Oh, fuck me, Jack. Oh, do it to me. Do it to me, Jack.
Just a thought is all I've got. Now my covers blow.
Blow me, Jack. No, I mean, you know, like the.
A frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started
Oh my goodness, them pipes.
Nito!
Goddamn, I love colorful shit.
I hate when people that I hate make things that I love.
From Jack Black.
Oh yeah, of course that's who I'm talking about. Jack Black's the problematic. No. You don't know about Tim Schafer?
No, I do. Yeah, that's why I was.
Oh, okay. You were being facetious.
Yes.
God damn it. We need.
Facetious.
See, if we could have physical, if we could have physical contact, you could have given me a little cue.
Yeah.
At least.
We'll do that next time. Probably
Yeah.
watch party.
Oh yeah. Next year. Fingers crossed. Knock on fucking wood. Fieldmobile! Yeah, boy! The Fieldmobile has broken down. Depression is like when you find your Fieldmobile and it's on fucking cinders.
The tires are gone.
Yeah. Can't have shit in Detroit. Bro. Very good advertisement. Jackie Black. The box.
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios. And there is just so
Bond,
much
Sarah
more for you to
Bond.
play on Xbox.
I bet I'm
We are
the only
partnering with
one who came
thousands
up with
of
that
creators,
joke,
from
man.
the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us, not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to
Bungo.
Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one
Wait,
of the more than 10 million
isn't
Game
it
Pass
free, though?
subscribers, you also get access to all current
What?
Destiny 2 expansions starting this September. For Game Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also
You
be
got some noise
playable
going on.
on mobile from
My
the cloud.
AC, it'll normalize out hopefully
Later
in a sec.
this year,
Yeah, it did.
Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X. 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an all-new look at Bungie's Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
Beyond light. No one walks that slow in Destiny. Everyone fucking runs all the time.
Things born out in the dark.
No one does that.
Every moment brings them.
No one does
closer.
that.
When gameplay trailers lie to
It's
you.
time to step beyond the light.
Yeah.
In case. Just in
I mean,
case.
yeah, I mean, case there's this fucking the case is this fucking second right here. Fucking shatter you right now in a minute.
Not shown as the MMO style combat where you have to hit them a billion times before they die.
Well, they just always cut to
Last
a
bullet.
few minutes. Yeah.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's
Thank
most
you,
inspired
Xbox Game
developers are
Pass.
working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives,
It's kinda sexy, though.
unexpected
Love that
innovations,
industrial
and
design.
fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for
Kind of
you
like
to
fins.
discover.
It's kind of like the blades of
All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch
Xbox
exclusively
360's
on
UI.
Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
Interesting. On Xbox consoles.
World premiere.
So none of these games coming up are going to be on PC. Oh, maybe it's a timed exclusive. There's not.
launch. It says launch exclusive.
Yeah,
They wouldn't
yeah.
put it.
Oh, so actually, that just means it's not going to be.
Did you see the what the fuck?
PlayStation. Yeah.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. What?
I'm not gonna lie, I knew this one was coming.
What? Oh. Bro! Console launches! What the? being physically assaulted. Oh my goodness!
Look at that anomaly.
Oh shit, bro! That's the first. That's back in fucking. That's the fucking cordon, dude. Right at the beginning. Oh my god. Oh, Eraserhead baby. Whoa! What the hell is that? Was that just power tower?
Yeah, I think so. It looks like pylons. Electric Boogaloo.
My motherfucking Jesus, God
World
Christ!
premiere.
What? Bro, oh, what? Bro, I'm sweating and my mouth is dry. I haven't been this excited for a video game in fucking forever. Are you kidding me? Dude, like, I love the fact that they don't give a fuck that soccer's never been on a fucking console before.
That they
Soccer
didn't
2!
sit it, announce it, yeah.
I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest.
Oh.
I'll know more when they make it back.
Oh, actually I don't know. We know.
They make it back.
So I know about this one as well. This is.
Why do they keep making Warhammer 40k zombie? Well.
This is gonna be Left for, like very Left for Dead-y.
Oh my god! So Vermintide was Warhammer, and this is Warhammer 40k.
Yeah, Left for Dead.
Got it. Bingo. Neato. I like it. I'm into it. Don't sing Imagine. Actually, this is worse. Actually, it's not worse.
I was gonna say, is
it's
it?
Not worse. It's not. It's not worse.
That's what those celebrities sang, right? Like when COVID was happening.
Among other things, but yeah, that's like the big one.
Ugh. Cringe to the max.
Stalker on official Xbox.
I think you're gonna be seeing that more and more, man. I mean, Insurgency's coming to consoles, right? Like,
bro, but like shit, man. Like the world is falling apart.
Not video games.
Shitting me, Well, what I mean is everything's just going topsy-turvy. Like things that used to be are not anymore.
Oh yeah. Okay, I could genuinely say I would never in a million years have expected this to turn into a Tetris.
Yeah, me neither.
I thought this was just gonna be like Xbox. Look at all our players.
This is kind of slamming.
Ooh. Oh, this is I know what this is, like that Tetris 99 or whatever, right? You can have battles with like 100 people or something. Oh, never mind.
Tetris Effect connected. Optimized single player, all new multiplayer.
I thought it was did you know there's a battle royale for Tetris?
Yeah, I heard about that. That's pretty cool.
I thought that's what that was.
Cool.
But I guess that's too too not competitive. SteamWorld. Okay.
Approaching orbit. Scans a no-go.
It's a cool game.
Sure you want to drop here? Hell yeah. Already lacing up my boots back.
Those chromas are sure are aberrated.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock?
Whoa.
You.
Hold on, let me check.
Are those metal legs? Because like Star Fox?
No.
Oh no, it's just fucking fugly. Okay, cool.
Skinny, What the hell? Oh my god, they have 4 fingers. Nope, I'm not down with that. Why? I don't ever understand that anymore. Like,
This is
The
almost as
animation
bad.
does make sense.
This character design is almost as bad as Big Mouth.
The game looks interesting though.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
I mean, to be fair, like it's not like, oh wow, yeah, I can't.
It's like Slime Rancher, but like dangerous.
Slime Rancher meets that was that game Recore.
Ooh, yeah.
She had the glowy backpack that looks like her fist right there.
Yeah.
The gunk. Okay.
I'm on board as long as they can do like a Sonic style, just redesign.
I wonder when that's gonna happen to a game. It's gonna have to be to something
Bloober
classic.
team! Bloober! It's time for Bloober. Shut the fuck up. Bloober's up.
Bloober's
okay?
on. Okay.
Why are moths objectively worse than butterflies? It's fucked up.
Because they're not as pretty, I guess. Colors.
It all starts.
And they're
with a
fuzzy.
dead girl.
A hairy insect is unnerving.
A forest.
That cigarette is not lit.
Maybe people should not be bitches.
Did you see that cigarette? It was not lit.
No, I didn't see it.
It was just smoking.
The gunshot. Every story has two sides.
Okay, this looks like it could be Donut.
A regular, rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth. Not unlike a nightmare.
Alan Wakey vibes.
I can see both.
Oh my god. If it's them, actually.
Elena Wake. Oh shit. She just went fucking Mordor.
Look at her hair.
Her face color. Is she a Witcher?
Hello?
Watch this be Silent Hill.
Anyone there?
Dual reality gameplay, two worlds.
Here's that SSD coming into place.
It's hell. That's fucking hell.
Is this Silent Hill? Wait, no, it's not. That's not that cross.
Certainly inspired. No. No.
Cutting that wall of flesh. Your fingers are going to be alright.
Just your fingers.
Oh! This was actually announced already.
That is sick
World
as shit.
premiere.
That is sick as shit. It's like it took an idea from like it would be so cool if you could just switch between hell and stuff.
Yeah.
Sega!
That's kind of what Dishonored 2 does. I mean, it's not hell, but it's like time travel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Huh. Oh.
PSO.
I think... Yeah, I think it's Monster Hunter. Or am I completely wrong? Oh, is this Phantasy Star? This is Phantasy Star.
Phantasy Star Online, PSO.
Yeah. Yep.
God damn it! This is why I don't watch the Japanese conferences. Because they announce shit I don't know about. And they always have trailers like this.
I mean, at least it's gameplay, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're the audience for this means something.
Yeah. Well, sure.
I mean, then again, this isn't like a new game. This is just expansion area. So, Jesus, that's a big ball.
What is this, like Monster Hunter, but you're a magical girl?
Basically.
Kind of cool.
I mean, yeah, Phantasy Star is a pretty old franchise, so probably before Monster Hunter. Holy shit. It's like anime Destiny.
Is that Impact? Was that font fucking Impact? Did they use Impact font?
Was it Impact? I don't think. Yeah, I think it was Impact. Was actually a Japanese invention in the PC-98.
You know, that makes me happy for some reason.
I've seen your future.
It's just like when I first started my time on the internet, all the memes came from 4chan, which was distinctly Japanese.
Ooh, is this Smilegate? Remedy. Okay, I know Remedy. What do they make? Oh my gosh.
Destiny chose me to save this world. And I will see it die.
Why does every war game have John Krasinski in it?
Wait, what?
Every war game has a character that looks exactly like John Krasinski, but has a little bit more of a beard.
I mean, because that's just the average aesthetic of the American soldier.
17 seconds.
Ooh, that optic looked really nicely rendered. Well, I don't think this is another game that the dead guy Tom Clancy made.
The entire
The dead guy Tom Clancy did not make this game.
All right, this has to be from an Xbox Studio, so, and it is Remedy.
Yes!
What?
Bro, if there is an actual fucking scroll sequence that it actually works.
Crossfire X.
Crossfire. Holy shit, that is.
Ripping off AMD.
Today,
No,
you
remember the
saw 10
game?
world premieres and
The game with the
22
marble,
console launch
with the marbles that you launch.
Pass
It's like air hockey but with
You've
marbles.
seen today from Xbox
Weird,
Game
weird
Studios and all of our
progression.
partners in the subscription
Strange
or
sequel.
free to play. This is just a peek at some of the new titles coming to Xbox Series X. And some of the games you already love and some you have yet to play will also be optimized for
Let's see how
Xbox
much time we
Series
got
X.
left.
Games like
It's
Forza Horizon
enough for
4,
one more reveal.
Gears 5, and Sea of Thieves. You'll get the next-gen upgrades at no additional cost when they launch. You can expect a lineup of over
That's another thing, right?
100
All your
titles
Xbox
for
One
Xbox
games
Series
being
X this
immediately
holiday
playable.
season. With Series X and Game Pass,
Yeah.
Xbox is the place to play, and you are at the center of everything we
Makes
do.
it more like a PC. You just
Now,
get better
you may
hardware,
have noticed
play all the games.
We didn't get to visit all of our Xbox game studios today. That means we'll have more to share later this year. But until then, here's one more thing.
I really thought they were going to show more.
Hey, you can't fucking say that, dude! Apple fucking trademarked that!
Microsoft
Gone Home 2
is pretty directly in competition, so maybe not with Xbox, but Playground. Ooh, this game, yes.
With stories of legendary heroes,
Binkertel?
and treacherous villains.
No, man, not Secret of Nim. God damn it, what is it?
Fern
Ferngully.
Ferngully, yeah, boy. Where's my boy Batty Coda at?
Where nature and magic live in perfect.
That was Robin Williams, wasn't it? Ah,
Yes, I
fucking
think so.
go out to her.
Not all stories have happy endings,
Jesus Christ.
but yours has yet to be.
Yep. When it said Playground, I knew who the fuck it was.
Great.
They've been working on that thing for like 6 years.
All of the games that I'm interested in, they revealed nothing about.
Oh, well. It was just Forza, wasn't it?
Well, no. Stalker and
Well, yeah.
and this game. Oh yeah.
I was not aware that they acquired the Stalker dev.
The State of Decay 3.
Yeah.
Like that was a surprising one.
Yeah, I didn't expect that so soon. I mean, don't tell me when we're gonna get it.
Yeah, I fucking want to know so much more.
especially because the stylistic change, even if it's pre-rendered, it like that's clearly a style change. So
yeah, clearly, like before it was sort of like it was almost like a fucking Walking Dead, wasn't it? Telltale Games, of course.
I mean, it was more cartoony, right? But it was more like a Rare game.
Even more cartoony than the Telltale Games?
No, I guess not. I don't know. It's not cell shaded or anything.
That's what I'm saying. Like they were comparable in terms of stylization.
I guess.
But that trailer was straight up realistic.
Yeah. They're definitely going for something different. I want to see more about Avowed.
Oh yes.
Avowed straight up looks amazing.
Yeah, that too. Avowed. Bro.
How about that?
Stalker. And did you hear that fucking like dark industrial sort of like tinge music?
Yeah.
Oh, dog.
That's
dog,
exciting.
I am sweating in the fucking club, dog.
You know, that is I'm happily surprised by this whole thing because I was genuinely curious at what point Sony or Microsoft was going to finally start stepping up the fucking game, because that first showcase where they had the Assassin's Creed Valhalla was so lame. None of those titles were interesting. None of those titles were like new things we didn't know about. Let alone any of them really being exclusives.
Yeah.
And so like this one and then PlayStation's, I don't know. I think PlayStation was holding back a lot in their last stream. I think everyone's kind of pussyfooting until someone makes the first big move. So hopefully this kind of incentivizes PlayStation to do that.
And fuck yeah, like we were talking about this earlier. It seems like Xbox is just fucking putting those feet forward. It's like they really are on the offensive. Like they're just coming back with a vengeance from their obviously sort of tarnished last generation reveal. And it's like that's one of the reasons why I was so interested in watching this one. And it seems to really just have like affirmed.
Yeah.
Affirmed that they. Yeah, like this. I did not react that strongly to any of the other conferences.
Yeah, the PlayStation one had some cool things like that. Shoot, I think it might have been a Square Enix title actually. Where she's on like that really weird alien planet and she keeps dying and stuff. These Deathloop games are a weird trend that's happening for some reason.
Yeah,
maybe it's just the evolution of the roguelite. But because then they also had that game that I think is actually called Deathloop, the Bethesda game, which looks really cool. It's just weird that they had two games with basically the same premise, even if the aesthetics were entirely different. I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens next, because this was a good conference. They showed really good things, really interesting things that people were actually interested in. And like you're saying, with them actually being aggressive and on the offensive with their feature set, with Game Pass and stuff, competition just breeds innovation. So hopefully this means Sony's going to start doing something a little more interesting.
Motherfuckers should have been just innovating the whole time. They wouldn't have to worry about it. See, I'm going to therapy, and in therapy, you learn that if you avoid things and you just do just good enough, eventually it'll catch up to you. Eventually, it will catch up to you.
I mean, in video games, especially amongst these console guys, like obviously it's not a lesson that anyone seems to be able to learn, because it just keeps happening. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see what Sony has. Maybe they got something up their sleeve. There's no Vita 2. I'm gonna keep holding out, but I know it's not coming.
It's funny. At this point, like we were talking earlier about like the trend of like Xbox 360's launch was fucking was huge because the PS3 was too expensive for most people and stuff like that. But then they sort of jackrabbited, leapfrogged leading up to the PS4's release, so that they were in the position to be the top dog.
Yeah,
And
they had been escalating previous to its launch on PS3, so that with this generation, I mean, again, I think like we were discussing, it's more of a case of like Microsoft kind of lost because they made all the wrong decisions, but
that helped a lot, right?
Yeah.
So now Microsoft is forced to be on the offensive. It's almost like we're going to like there's obvious, well, I would call 3 generations a trend.
Yeah.
Of these TikToks between these two guys.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the problem too, is we're waiting so long in between that noticing these patterns is inevitably going to take forever. But I guess we'll see Xbox's
and by then
position.
we've been fucked in the ass for 10 years.
Yeah. Like I'm one of the most interesting things is Xbox's position is very clear on like upgrade paths and like being able to work across multiple generations. So like what they've already come out and said is Halo Infinite will run on Xbox One day one.
Mm-hmm.
And for the foreseen future, they have no games that have been announced that will not also be available on Xbox One. So they're intending to have a lot of people that don't need to upgrade until they're ready, because not only will their library carry over, which is better incentive to upgrade at any point, not only will their library carry over, but also their they'll be able to start sooner on some of these more modern games. Now, the downside to that is the similar thing that happens on PC is and this is where like I think Sony's strategy, like this is what they're planning to do, is their plan is to have games that just cannot really run well on anything but a PlayStation because of the SSD and their decompression, stuff like that. I think they're planning on building features that are.
That is a Nintendo 64 generation strategy.
Yeah.
That is so interesting, underhanded, I think. Like, instead of just being better.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, like, so, I have been on a kick of just like cars, race cars in general.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 ways to go about building a car. From the tires up, meaning it's performance in mind. It's all about the car. And then there's from the driver's seat down, which is where you're focusing on the driver. And shitty daily driver cars focus solely on the driver, and that's good enough for most people. And like at this point, it seems like Sony is focusing a little too much on the tires and not necessarily the driver, the user experience. Like it's the creature comforts that are gonna win this generation.
Yeah, because it's at the end of the day, graphical fidelity only means so much, and I think like
not only graphical fidelity, but just like hardware in general. Like if you're gonna have something that is not as open source as something else, then it's just like electricity, man. Path of least resistance.
Yeah. I mean, Apple's proven that you don't really need a super open source family of things,
True.
And I think Sony's in that position to take advantage of that. I think what's going to happen is because the hardware doesn't necessarily need to be like the Xbox Series X is better than the PS5 like pound for pound in terms of like graphical capabilities. And I think Sony is in a position where they're like, that doesn't really matter as long as we know what we're doing with our brand, right? Like we know how we're strategizing ourselves, because going forward there's only so much, I think they're gonna, for the price point they want to hit, there's only so much graphical fidelity they're going to be able to make it look better anyways compared to PS5 and Xbox Series X. So what's really going to come down to it, I think, is and what I think Sony is more sort of wagering on is the software is what's going to push things forward. I mean, that Unreal 5 demo, right, running on PlayStation looks better than anything I've seen on PC in terms of like texture quality and geometry and stuff like that, which is typically a hardware focused thing. So having software solutions like that, plus having things like this decompression, built-in decompression, where you can just push higher res textures like that so much easier and not worrying about the CPU having to sit there and process the decompression. They're working on things that allow them to look either just as good or good enough without, I guess you could say, trying as hard.
What? Oh. So, you know what this reminds me of? Remember another time when Sony made a 100% technically better product that was slightly more expensive and harder to integrate with, and it failed?
What is that?
Are you hearing what I said?
That Sony made a technically inferior product or whatever?
Superior.
Superior. Oh, okay.
A technically superior product in every way, but it was more expensive to integrate with, and therefore it failed.
With the PS3?
No. A little baby thing, a little thing maybe you heard of it called Betamax.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what happened with Betamax. Betamax should have won, but it didn't.
Yeah. That's kind of what happened to the PS3, right? The PS3 was a technically superior console, but for the most of its generation, the focus was in the wrong place, and it didn't matter that it had a Blu-ray player and was cheaper than actual Blu-ray players at the time. It was just kind of not as good of a thing it was harder to develop for, and it was harder to buy as a consumer, and less games were on there, and games would often look worse because it was harder to develop for. So that problem really doesn't persist nowadays, since they're all just literally computers running AMD hardware.
That was actually even a PS1 issue. Look at the PS1 compared to the N64. The PS1 looks like how do I describe
the hyper realistic graphics they could achieve on it.
What?
The games, like there were games on PS1 that had like some very realistic looking graphics for the time, but it was few and far between. Most games
that's not
didn't
the point that I was saying.
Oh.
Compared to the N64, PS1 looked like hot garbage. It looked like I was trying to find the right word. Gonzo from Sesame Street.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine he like pissed in a bottle instead of going to the restroom.
Well, yeah. So, but that was a development problem.
And then one day he didn't finish his glass of milk and it got spoiled, so he just poured it in the bottle so it mixed with the pee.
Yeah.
And then he thought it looked kind of pretty, so he put like some green pipe cleaners in it and shook it around. That's what the PS1 looks like.
I think that was mostly a development problem. I'm sure the hardware was like, because from what I understand, the hardware was supposed to be better. It was just developing for it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing. It was the development problem. It was the fact that it didn't have certain things that the N64 did that made it so much fucking easier
Yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying. There were a few games
they,
that looked so much better, but they were so few and far between. Like the Gran Turismo. I mean, hell, that was the big thing, right? Is like having cube map reflections and shit like that, and things like that back in that day.
yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess that's a case of building from the tires up. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the driver in this case being the developer.
Yeah. I think Sony is very aware of that. I don't think their games are going to be harder to develop for necessarily. Just maybe if they want to take advantage of these things, but that's always been there. I mean, that's always been there with Nintendo and with Sony products. Is like the DualShock 4 has a touch pad on it and all
That's
this
barely ever
haptic
used.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really not used that much. It's mostly just an alternative, just more buttons. They just use it
Right.
for more buttons.
You have to see that's the thing. Building a car from the tires up isn't bad. You just have to be a better driver.
Yeah. And I think Sony is better at that than Nintendo is, where like 99% of the games on Switch don't give a shit that the Switch has the Joy-Cons and all their amazing gyroscope and stuff that they tout.
That's
They
almost the opposite. They're focusing on the uniqueness of the player driver. So there's two drivers, right, in this analogy. There's the developer and there's the player. What the player experiences is very much the focus of Nintendo, I think, for sure. When they go in to do things like Joy-Cons and Wiimotes and stuff like that, they want to make a unique experience
But
for the player.
the problem, so they're
But
building.
the problem is
Nintendo's building a car for the track that they build. That's the problem. They're building a car that works amazing when you drive it on Nintendo's tracks.
Nintendo,
But when you put it on the road, all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is kind of a terrible experience.
Yes, you're exactly right. The road being a perfect analogy for
just like general games.
Yeah. Like the difficulty. How long did it take to get Skyrim on Nintendo on Switch? On Wii U? Did it ever come out on Wii U?
Oh, I don't think so.
There you go.
I think Bethesda probably was like, that's not worth it.
Yeah.
Although at the time, I'm not sure mobile was out or anything, so maybe they weren't quite to the point where they could scale it down that far.
Yeah, but you know my point.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like, yeah. I mean they're basically the same console. One is just a little bit less powerful than the other, and Sony's has little unique things like the DualSense 5 and stuff that you'll be able to interface with it. I think Sony is sort of I know they're holding this back. I don't know when they're going to announce it. I'm worried. I would like them to announce it before the console's release, but I don't think they're going to announce it till maybe a year or so in. Mm-hmm. Sony's move, because they've clearly put at least, I think it was something like $50 billion into development for PSVR. So what I'm waiting on is PSVR 2, because that's going to be huge.
They're going to release it like that?
What do you mean?
A sequel to a VR platform?
Well, I mean, I don't know how they're gonna what they're gonna name it. It's just gonna be the second iteration of PSVR.
Oh, okay.
Whatever they call it is whatever they call it. That I have no idea about that.
So like V2.
Yeah, V2.
2.0.
Because, like, I'm fairly certain that the strategy here is they're going to be pushing VR forward. And not that they're not going to focus on other games, but like
Mark II!
VR is going to benefit greatly from Sony's presence, as it kind of already has.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to make a VR headset that is like I think we discussed this already. They're going to make a VR headset that's fairly comparable to modern headsets, if not better, and vastly cheaper. Like PS5 plus PSVR might be like $700, but it's going to be a better experience than you could get for $700 or even $1,000 with any modern mainstream VR headsets in the PC space.
That's always been the problem with the whole virtual reality thing, hasn't it? Because there have been forays into it, but just nothing was ever made.
Mm-hmm.
And like the fact that they're pushing it so hard on the consoles, where it has the best possible chance of catching an audience and getting shit made for it, is why VR is so advanced now, I think. I mean, not advanced, but like supported.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's already so many people that understand. Like, they opened it to a lot of people that otherwise would not have been able to experience anything better than a Samsung VR.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even the Samsung VR, even the fucking phone things, honestly, gateway drug. A little bit.
Yeah,
Little
I
bit.
mean, it. The cool thing about it is it's an experience you can share to people that, like, you can't show the next generation console to someone who doesn't play games and have them give half a shit about, like, games look better or they don't. These people don't care at all.
Yeah,
But
but the VR thing is such a visceral experience you cannot ignore.
yeah, it's something that
It's so
transcends
cool.
gaming.
It's like it taps into the animal brain for sure. We'll see. I mean, for gamers, people who like video games, it taps into the animal brain, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just for VR, it taps more directly in. I mean, it's just fucking novelty, ain't it? Like everyone has a TV, stare at the screen.
Yeah. Well, and there's less of a learning curve involved. If you know how to move your body already, so if the controls for your game are move your body how you would normally do it, you know, even if you've never shot a gun, you know how to point a gun because you've seen a movie before. So
Yeah, that's why Beat Saber
Yeah.
is popular in like the arcade sort of stuff, because all you have to do, because it's just a direction of your hand. What's the other one that was popular? Probably some zombie game, some shooting.
there was the Arizona Sunshine. That was pretty big one. That was a zombie game.
Fuck, but that looked like an actual like legitimate game.
Oh yeah,
Not
it
just
was
arcade game.
Oh, okay. VR chat. I don't know. But anyways, we got very.
It's a Fun Trackers in Corpus.
Oh, is it really? That's cool.
Yeah, they have Beat Saber, which I played a couple of rounds of, but they had another one which was shooting, I think, but I don't remember what it was, and I didn't play it, so it was cool. The setup, like you could see the PC, like you could see like the motherboard, and the graphics card, and everything all spinning up in fucking RGB, so you know it's fast.
Yeah, you know it's for gaming.
Yeah, this ain't nothing to fuck around with.
Run the games.
This ain't nothing to fuck with, like the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah. But, anyways, I mean that was a pretty good conference. Happy with them. I'm happy for Microsoft stepping it up.
I am excited, and I want to know more about so many things.
Yeah. And again, this is the most interesting part is going to be seeing what Sony's reaction, like. Are they what are they holding in their hands, right? If they come clapping back and they blow our fucking minds, it's just better.
Right. Because the general feeling like that I get like is they are holding back, and they better had not have been bluffing.
Yeah. That's the biggest part. It's especially for pricing. We're waiting on pricing for all this. I mean, it's the same. The thing is, it's competition. Competition is good, but it also makes things wait till the last second. Because look at the NVIDIA and AMD GPUs coming out, and fuck the new CPUs that are coming out. Like AMD has been upsetting that space so much that everyone's like, everything's gotten way more powerful. We know that, but what's the pricing going to be? Is it actually going to be like, you know? If we're just gonna have to buy a $2,000 card to actually get a better card out of AMD, like they can still maybe say they have the most powerful card, but I don't think that really benefits the consumer very much.
You know, it would benefit the consumer. Imagine on every anything, for anything ever, groceries, computer parts, whatever. Imagine like a consumer guide that tells you the cost like what it would cost to buy that product at cost.
Oh, the bomb cost of materials.
Yes. Plus labor.
I mean, so like not including like, oh, okay, so like R&D and everything.
Yeah. Like no, like account for all of that, right? Do the at cost
just break it down.
Do the at cost for the materials, and then have a standardized thing where R&D or whatever is attributes this percentage to the dollar or whatever.
Shows you literally every amount of its. Yeah. I wonder how hard that is nowadays, though.
Break it down. Well, you can you can simplify it.
Yeah.
You can simplify it. Doing R&D and manufacture and all that stuff, you don't really
marketing.
You don't have, and all that stuff. Like that's sort of assumed. Just like what I'm saying is, what if a company said, "This is what it costs to make this thing, and this is what we're selling it for." So it's like the percentage markup becomes the point of
we usually get that somewhat with consoles, not so much graphics cards, but eventually we know to a degree. Like I think within a year we knew how much money Microsoft and Sony were making on their consoles, and the thing is that like before that they'd always like sold at a loss. And what I'm thinking is, because of things are so competitive now, I'm wondering if they're going to go back to that model where they actually lose money on the consoles. Because I mean, especially with Microsoft, like what the fuck do they care how much they lose on that console if they're beating Sony on price, because they're already going to be selling Xbox Game Pass left and right.
Yeah, for sure. That's a no-brainer.
That's going to be all their revenue in the coming years. Like, how many people are even going to buy Xbox games anymore?
It's so funny because fucking PS4 did it first.
Yeah.
PS4 did it first. They just flat out did it first. It was like, hey, it's a good idea.
But they did it worse. And they're still doing it worse. That's another problem.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
I guess I don't know. Maybe the streaming platform is good enough now, but like, it's just I think that's gonna definitely change. Like, there's no way Sony can justify only streaming games when Xbox lets you just download them for their subscription.
Yeah.
Because it only really benefits you. That's another thing that's cool. I didn't even think about this. If you have Xbox Game Pass and you have an Xbox One, you'll still be able to play all the new games at 4K 60 if you have a good internet connection.
So it'll be like having it.
Yeah, it'll be like having a Series X. Like, the competitive ones won't be that viable, but
right.
Then if you were really that concerned about it, you probably wouldn't be playing it on
for your David Cage games.
Yeah. But even Halo, right? Like, if you're playing the campaign of Halo, you should be fine.
I don't know. Halo is hard. Elites keep shooting me. They keep shooting me, and I say stop, and they will not.
But as long as you live relatively close to a server, like I've done a couple of these streaming things now, Stadia and Game Pass, or in xCloud, the beta and stuff like that. And as far as we live in a fairly
you don't live
metropolitan area, but
you don't live in a relatively near. Well, I guess that's just your internet thing. Your internet router.
Well, I live across the street from my hub.
Yeah, I was going to say you do not live relatively close to your hub. You live down the fucking street from your hub.
Yeah. But what's more important is the server. Your distance from the server, and our server's in Dallas, which is not that far away. So my experience is pretty good. It's obviously going to vary a lot, but that's just the nature of that. Either way, yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good stream. I was happy with that. Thanks we had a lot of people come through. We had a lot of, yeah.
Really? How many? How many adoring PPs? What the hell does a purple thing mean?
Purple thing?
In Discord streaming?
Yes. Its streamer mode is enabled, so it like disable
Because
certain.
Twitch is purple. Because Twitch is streaming.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's like Kleenex. In that, I want to blow my boogers in it.
It looks like it's reached
Oh!
557 people, and we had like people come in and out, but the highest peak was like 11 viewers, and the lowest was like 6 before it went down. So thanks everyone for watching. That's badass.
Oh my god, I feel exposed. I feel, oh god, they're watching me.
Well, we'll catch you guys in the next time. See ya.
Okay.